This is a piece of Chicago history. You might have seen one of these on a busy intersection during the 1960s or 1970s. It even might have been in a store. It's a newspaper stand for the Chicago Sun-Times. So you'd pull up to the corner of some intersection, honk your horn, somebody would pass a newspaper through your window as you handed them a quarter. This was also an advertising piece for the Marlboro company. You can see their slogan here. It also said Marlboro on this panel.
Come to where the flavor is. Come to Marlboro country.
My plan is to clean this up, remove all of the tape and grease, straighten the bent metal, and then I'm going to make this a cool, one-of-a-kind sitting bench by adding some treated lumber for the seat and the bottom shelf, so that this can be either indoors or outdoors. Stick around if you want to see the transformation. I picked up these two 2x10 treated lumber boards to use for the seat and the shelf. The problem when using boards like this is that they tend to curl. Let me show you. It looks a little bit like a U shape and it will only get worse. So the solution is I'm going to rip those boards maybe 2 inches in width, and then I'm going to flip every other board and then glue them together. So that way, when one starts to curve, the other one will be fighting it, and it keeps it straight. Here, I'm flipping over every other board before I glue them together. Now that all 4 pieces are dry, I'll run them through the surface planer and then glue 2 of them together. The end result should be a completely flat board that won't ever curve again. Before I can glue the 2 boards together, I'm going to need to plane one edge flat. I'll do that using my joiner. Now I can glue 2 pieces together for the top seat, and I'll repeat the process for the bottom shelf. After cutting the boards to width, I'm now cutting them to length, and I'm going to use my router to round the front edge of the seat and the front and sides on the bottom shelf. I'll give the wood 2 coats of red stain, which I had left over from when I made a US flag out of wood lath strips. I'll coat the top of the boards using a marine varnish. This stuff takes about 8 hours to dry. For the icing on the cake, I use my Cricut vinyl cutting machine to make a Marlboro permanent vinyl sticker for the front. I love it when a project comes out better than I ever expected, and this is one of those projects. Now the small improvements that I made a huge difference. I straightened out the metal, I cleaned the metal without repainting so as to preserve the original finish. I also added this treated lumber by cutting it into strips and then re-gluing it so the boards are perfectly flat and they shouldn't warp. Then I applied a red stain and an outdoor finish, which should resist the sun's UV rays. And finally, I put back the Marlboro sticker. Now Shannon, the guy that I got this from, well, he wants it back. And can you blame him? It came out really cool. Thanks for watching Alley Picked. I hope you're going to subscribe. I also hope that you're going to watch other videos because that really helps out a lot. So until next time, I'll meet you in the alley.
Come to where the flavor is.
I love it when a project comes together.